Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. So today I'll be reading from Surah Ar-Rahman from ayat number 24 to 28. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Let's start with ayat number 24. Walahul jawaril munsha'atu fil bahri kal a'lam. And the translation of this ayah is: to him belongs the ships with raised sails, sailing through the seas like mountains. Now let's see the meanings of a few words here. The first one let me just manage it. Okay. So the first word is al-jawar, and al-jawar means the ships, and munsha'at means elevated, and al-bahr is a very common word, and it means the sea. And then the final word for today is kal a'lam, which means like mountains. So walahul jawaril munsha'atu fil bahri kal a'lam. It means to him belongs the ships with raised sails sailing through the sea as mountains. And it is Allah who gave the humans the intelligence to be able to build those ships. And you know, the first ship that was built was by Prophet Nuh alayhi salam, and it was built by the instructions from Allah actually, subhanallah. And Allah also made the materials available on land for the ships to be made. If Allah did not make those materials available, we won't be able to make those ships. So it is Allah who has provided all the raw material that we need to build those ships, and He keeps the oceans in check, that they don't cross their bounds and the ships are able to sail. Subhanallah, if you go by the lake, the waves, sometimes they are so strong, and you know, but then as they come towards you, they just stop and they go back. It is Allah who just keeps them in check and does not let them, you know, come forward. So this is a beautiful check that Allah has kept a control over the sea, that it does not you know, cross its boundaries. So this is one of the big blessings of Allah, as it is used as a source of transportation, and many other benefits are also you know, obtained from this from the ships. So walahul jawaril munsha'atu fil bahri kal a'lam fabi ayyi ala'i rabbikuma tukazziban. Then which of your Lord's favors will you both deny, jinns and humans? So now moving on to ayah number 26, which says, Kullu man alayha fan. Subhanallah, every living being on the earth is bound to perish. Everyone is gonna die one day. Every living being will taste the death. Kullu nafsin za'iqatul maut. No one can live forever. No matter how much powerful anyone is on this earth, one day they're gonna die. And no matter how many blessings someone has, a beautiful house, a beautiful place to live, and whatever they have, even then they cannot be, you know, at ease completely, because they know that like one day we have to die, and we have to leave this, everything that we have, every belonging that we have behind. So sometimes when you open your closet or you look at your things, we should like think about these things, that one day these things, I won't be the owner of these things anymore, and they're just gonna be left behind. I remember that, you know, my mother, she, may Allah give her a place in Jannatul Firdaus, I mean, she used to like some of her clothes and everything, she used to just love them so much, but then after she was gone, they were like just things left behind. You're not the owner of them anymore. So these are the things that you know, if we keep a mind of thinking about hereafter, then everything that we look at will you know, remind us of that. And this is a reality that has been given in this ayah of the surah, kullu man alayha fan, that every living being on the earth is bound to perish. Everyone will die. وَيَبْقَى وَجْهُ رَبِّكَ ذُو الْجَلَالِ وَالْإِكْرَامِ. Only your Lord himself, full of majesty and honor, will remain forever. Subhanallah, that now there is this word Zul Jalal, which is one of the names of Allah, which means the owner of majesty, and Wal Ikram is the owner of honor. So even when all the living beings who praise Allah, like the angels, the humans who praise Allah, like every living being, that when they die, when they are dead, even then Allah's majesty and honor will still remain. So Allah does not need us to do his hamd, his tasbih. It is us who are in need to do that. And so even when no one will be alive, no humans, no jinns, no angels, no nothing, then even then Allah will have his majesty and his honor, just like he has today, because Allah is the owner of majesty and honor. وَيَبْقَى وَجْهُ رَبِّكَ ذُو الْجَلَالِ وَالْإِكْرَامِ. And it's a beautiful name of Allah, and the du'as are accepted when we call Allah by this name, so we should frequently call him by this name. And the last ayah for today, فَبِأَيِّ آلَاءِ رَبِّكُمَا تُكَذِّبَانِ. Then which of your Lord's favors will you both deny, humans and jinns? So alhamdulillah, we did until ayah number 28 today. In these ayahs we study walahul jawaril munsha'atu fil bahri kal alam, the ships which have raised sails like the mountains. Fabi'ayyi alai rabbikuma tukazziban. Kullu man alayha fan, that every living being is gonna die one day. Wa yabqa wajhu rabbika zul jalali wal ikram, and only Allah is going to remain, His honor, His majesty. Fabi'ayyi ala'i rabbikuma tukazziban. Then which of your Lord's favors will you both deny? Inshallah, we'll continue tomorrow. Fi amanillah.